Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss two-step and multi-step inequalities. So they're going to follow the same steps that we did on our basic inequalities, just we would have more steps to complete. So here in our first problem, we are going to take 5m minus 8 greater than 12. Just like every other equation, we would add 8 to both sides. That gives us 5m greater than 20. When we divide by 5, we have m is greater than 4. Okay? Greater than symbol, so we have an open circle on 4. Numbers greater than 4, so we graph to the right. So the only difference is we have more steps in the actual solving. For number 2, we have 12 minus 3a is greater than 18. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. That gives me negative 3a is greater than 6. Now when I divide by that negative 3, that means my greater than symbol is now changed to a less than symbol. So a is less than negative 2. So once again, we have an open circle because we have a less than, and then it is all numbers smaller, so we graph to the left. Okay, so here's a problem that you can do for yourself, and you should get your correct answer of number 3 here. Okay, so it should look like this when you are done, and I'll leave that for you guys to do yourself. On number 5, we're back to the variables on both sides. So I'm revisiting this because we're still having some problems. Remember, I cannot do 5 plus 2 and get 7. I have to subtract the 2m from both sides. Okay, that gives me 3m minus 4 is less than 11. Add 4 to both sides. 3m is less than 15. Divide by a positive 3, so the symbol does not change direction, and I have m is less than 5. So since it's only less than, it's open circle on 5, numbers smaller, so it goes to the left. Okay, so once again, we have our variables on both sides for example 4. In this particular case, I am choosing to move my variables to the right. So negative 18 less than or equal to 3r plus 3. I subtract 3. I have negative 21 is less than or equal to 3r. I now divide by the 3. Negative 7 is less than or equal to r. So what's happened is now I put my variables on the right side, which means it won't match my graph. So my arrow is not going to match the graph. If I want to look at the arrow in my graph and the arrow in my equation to look the same direction, then I need to flip it around. So I'm taking the r and the symbol and the negative 7, and it's as if I just turn my paper upside down. The r and the 7 switch places, and the symbol changes direction. Okay, the r and the negative 7 change places, and then the symbol goes from less than or equal to greater than or equal. So this is really a solid circle on negative 7, and we are numbers greater than that. So we are looking at an arrow to the right. Okay, so here's one for you guys to solve. Remember, if you take your variables to the right, then at the end, you have to flip it around. So it's better if you take your variables to the left. So you can try that one. You should get x is less than or equal to 2. And here you've got your distribution. Okay, all the x's are already on the left. So that's very easy, and you should get x is greater than 6. So those are our examples of our multi-step equations. Just be very careful and make sure you take your variables to the left.